Walter Gilbert, born March 21, 1932, is an American biochemist, physicist, molecular biology pioneer, and Nobel laureate. Education and early life. Walter Gilbert was born in Boston, Massachusetts, on March 21, 1932, the son of Emma Cohen, a child psychologist, and Richard V. Gilbert, an economist. He was educated at the Sidwell Friends School, and attended Harvard University for undergraduate and graduate studies, earning a baccalaureate in chemistry and physics in 1953 and a master's degree in physics in 1954. He studied for his doctorate at the University of Cambridge, where he earned a Ph.D. in physics supervised by the Nobel laureate Abdus Salam in 1957. Career and research. Gilbert returned to Harvard in 1956 and was appointed assistant professor of physics in 1959. Gilbert's wife Celia had begun working for James Watson, and this led to Gilbert becoming interested in problems in molecular biology. Watson and Gilbert would run their laboratory jointly through most of the 1960s, until Watson left for Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory. In 1964 he was promoted to Associate Professor of Biophysics and promoted again in 1968 to Professor of Biochemistry. He is a co-founder of the biotech startup companies Biogen and Myriad Genetics, and was the first chairman on their respective boards of directors. Gilbert left his position at Harvard to run Biogen as CEO, but was later asked to resign by the company's board of directors. He is also a member of the Board of Scientific Governors at the Scripps Research Institute. Gilbert has served as the chairman of the Harvard Society of Fellows. In 1996, Gilbert co-founded Paratech Pharmaceuticals Incorporated along with Dr. Stuart B. Levy. Gilbert served as chairman until 2014. Gilbert was an early proponent of sequencing the human genome. At a March 1986 meeting in Santa Fe, New Mexico, he proclaimed the total human sequence is the grail of human genetics. In 1987, he proposed starting a company called Genome Corporation to sequence the genome and sell access to the information. In an opinion piece in Nature in 1991, he envisioned completion of the human genome sequence, transforming biology into a field in which computer databases would be as essential as laboratory reagents. Gilbert returned to Harvard in 1985. Gilbert was an outspoken critic of David Baltimore and the handling of the scientific fraud accusations against Theresa Carey. Gilbert also joined the early controversy over the cause of AIDS, though he later stated he was satisfied with the evidence that disease is caused by HIV. In 1962, Gilbert's Ph.D. student in physics Gerald Guralnick extended Gilbert's work on massless particles. Guralnick's work on is widely recognized as an important thread in the discovery of the Higgs boson. With his Ph.D. student Benno Muller-Hill, Gilbert was the first to purify the lac repressor, just beating out Mark Taschen for purifying the first gene regulatory protein. Together with Alan Maxim, Gilbert developed a new DNA sequencing method using chemical methods developed by Andrei Mirzabkov. His approach to the first synthesis of insulin via recombinant DNA loss cytogenetics approach, which used genes built up from the nucleotides rather than from natural sources. Gilbert's effort was hampered by a temporary moratorium on recombinant DNA work in Cambridge, Massachusetts, forcing his group to move their work to an English biological weapons site. Gilbert first proposed the existence of introns and exons and explained the evolution of introns in a seminal 1978 News and Views paper published in Nature. In 1986, Gilbert proposed the RNA world hypothesis for the origin of life, based on a concept first proposed by Carl Woese in 1967.